We had a mission to Hokkaido one time. Hokkaido was the northern island. You know, the three main islands to Japan. That took an awful amount of fuel, lot of fuel. But there was a chemical plant up there they wanted to knock out. So that what they did was put auxiliary tanks in the rear bomb bay. Now, they put 2 tanks in a bomb bay. These tanks are about 4 feet across. They're elliptical. And they got to be about 8 to 10 feet long. They're elliptical, they're flat. And they hang them, there's a cable running around them, and they hang them on the bomb shackles, one on top of the other. So we're coming home from Hokkaido, and we'd emptied out those tanks, and we lost an engine, and we were very heavy. So pilot says, Small, get rid of the tanks. I open the bomb bay, the rear one, and I hit the release. The first tank drops away. The second tank, the forward shackle drops away, but the rear don't. Now, she's like this, drops down like that. Here you got this great big tank dragging you down. We're only on 3 engines. He's screaming at me, get rid of that tank. So I go, and I call for an axe. We had these fire axes, a little hatchet really, and a oxygen bottle. And one of the gunners got out with an oxygen bottle and an axe. He got on one side and I got on the other side. We're chopping away at this cable because it's twisted around the shackle now, and you can't move it. It weighs a ton. So we're trying to cut the cable. I got mine cut, and I look over. He's passed out on the little catwalk behind the shackle, by the bomb shackles. So I called another gunner, come out, drag him out, and I went over. I got a new bottle of oxygen. I went over and cut the other cable. So we got rid of it. But what happened is, when the tank swung down, it smashed the bomb bay doors, all to hell. You can't close them. So here we are flying on 3 engines with the bomb bay doors hanging down, dragging us down. Well, we made it back to Iwo, and pilot says, I don't know if I can land this thing with those doors hanging down. He says, you want to jump? It's your option. If you jumped at Iwo, you jumped off the island on the ocean, and the Navy had small boats running around. They would pick you up if you landed in one piece. Anyhow, we voted. Nobody wanted to jump. I'm not getting out of this airplane. He brought it down in one piece. He was a crackerjack when he was sober. But oh, he was always drunk. He was a great pilot. Anyhow, that was another incident.
Did you ever jump? Did you ever parachute?
What are you, crazy? I'm not jumping out of a perfectly good airplane.
Never did it?
They did it, early days they did it in training. But they killed more than they taught, so they stopped it. They said, take your chances when the time comes.
Yeah.